Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we'll be talking about how to evaluate derivatives a lot quicker than just using the quotient rule, aka the difference quotient. So in this video I'll be teaching you something known as a power rule to evaluate derivatives extremely fast. So with that being said, I want to make this a short video, so let's jump right to it. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about with you guys is this very special property for evaluating a derivative. So let's say that we have a function f of x is equal to, I don't know, 5x squared plus 6x, and we wanted to find the derivative of this. So we could say that the derivative, or f prime of x, is going to be equal to, now this property states that when you have a polynomial made up of multiple terms that are either being added to each other or being subtracted to each other, you can take the derivative of each term individually. So that would just look something like this. Then I'm just going to write the plus 6 to indicate that this term is positive. So this is a property that we're going to have to know to use the power rule. Alright, so with that being said, let me give you the official or the formal definition of a power rule. So let's say that we have a function f of x is equal to cx to the n power. Now c is a constant, x is of course your variable, and n is the power your variable is being raised to. So if you want to take the derivative of something like this, f prime of x, or the derivative of f of x, is simply going to be n minus 1 times c times x, not n minus 1. It's simply going to be n times c times x to the n minus 1 power. So all we're doing right now is we're essentially dragging the power out front, multiplying the previous power by the coefficient, then subtracting 1 from the power. And that's simply what the power rule is. So let's look at some specific examples here. Let's say we have the function f of x is equal to 5x to the 5th plus 6x to the 3rd plus 2x plus 5. Alright? So let's try to evaluate the derivative. So let's find f prime of x. Now let me just put the power rule here again. So ddx of cx to the n power is equal to n times c times x to the n minus 1 power. So let's use the property I taught you as well. Let's evaluate each derivative of the term separately. So this would simply be 25 times x to the 4th plus 18 times x squared. Now this is 2x to the 1st power. Okay, so we multiply, so we subtract 1 from the exponent, and then we multiply the current exponent by 2. So it just becomes 2x to the 0th power, which is just 2. 2 plus 0. Now, you guys might be wondering, why is the derivative of 5 0? Well, let me just tell you, and remember this, the derivative of a constant is always going to be 0. Okay, always remember that. And when you have a situation like this, when you have, I don't know, 5x or 2x or 3x, when you have your exponent as the 1st power and then you just have a coefficient, the derivative of that is just going to be the value of the coefficient. All right, let's evaluate another one. Let's go a bit harder. Let's say f of x is equal to x, the cube root of x. Now, we want to rewrite this so that it's x to the 1/3 power. Now these are the exact same, okay? But you'll see why this is going to be helpful for us. So let's apply the power rule here. So we bring the exponent out front and multiply it. Now we subtract 1 from this. So 1/3 minus 1 is just negative 2/3. Okay? So that's simply what your answer is going to be. Now, of course, you could rewrite it in a fraction, but since I'm just asking you to evaluate the derivative, I'm not going to ask you to do that right here, okay? Now, let's look at our last example, okay? F of x is going to be equal to 1 over x, okay? Now, let's rewrite this as well. So this is just going to be f of x is equal to x to the negative 1 power. So, naturally, f prime of x is going to be equal to, you bring the power out front, so it becomes negative x to the negative 2nd power, okay? So that's basically it. Alright guys, we reached the end of the video here. I'll most likely be wrapping up Unit 1 limits in the next video. I'm sorry I couldn't get to everything. I wanted to keep this video short. But don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow the official School Breeze on TikTok for some more short and interesting content. I'll be I'll be posting some short video clips on there as well. So make sure to go follow that, and I'll see you again next time.